Hi guys, it's Alyssa again, and today we are going to be deleting the rear back seat finally. So hopefully this won't be too bad. A lot of the videos I did see, it wasn't too bad, so I guess let's get to it then. So for the 1LE, I will have to climb into the trunk and drop the back seat, obviously. So we're gonna do that, and then you should be able to grab both sides evenly and just pop it up. So you should be able to lift this side up evenly with this side, and they should pop right out. Okay, so you don't have to evenly pull them up. You pull this side up, you can pull this side up, and it can also be leaned back this way if it's easier, or you can drop it down to here if you want. But you just pull both sides up, and there's pieces right here that should pop right out of its placement. Okay, so now that the top of the back seat is out, there's going to be a piece here directly in the middle and directly in the middle on the right here that you're going to either want to get a pry bar or a flathead to pop these out. Okay, so you'll see the pin is right here, and then this one broke, but that's okay. There's never going to be a back seat back here ever again probably, so it's whatever. It's not fun getting in and out of this back seat. There's like no freaking room anywhere. But I got the buckles out of the seat, so now I should be able to just pull it right out. The bolts that hold the seat belts are an 18 mil, so you should just get an impact. Yeah, we're gonna wanna pop this piece out, and then we should be able to pop this piece out, if I'm correct. We'll pop these out, and then pop this piece. This should just, there you go, that should come out. And then this one, I might need a prying tool. The bottom bolt down here for the seatbelt is a T47. We'll take that off there, and then if I'm correct, there should also be one up in there. Got the bottom of the seatbelt. It'll come with a little bolt on there, and it should have like a little, I guess a little washer of some sort. I would take your time using it because the T47 might not have been in the right size, but the T50 was too big. So it did the job though, so we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna take this bolt out and that bolt out. This one might need an extension for. No. Those are out, and then this should just pop right out. Pull for this piece, so we'll need to pry this out, and then hopefully I should be able to get behind here and get the whole seatbelt out. Bolt for the seatbelt is going to be a 10 millimeter. You know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be a 10. So this would be a 10 millimeter socket, and then this down here is going to be the T47, and then it just should pop out. Okay, now to just pop this piece back in, and then this piece will go over it. And this piece is pretty flexible, so you shouldn't really have to worry about that breaking or anything like that. After fighting for my life, you gotta make sure this piece all the way deep in the corner has a little slit that tucks under, and then of course this should all pop back in like normal. Now that everything is out, seatbelts are out, pieces are back in, so I have all this tightened up, we can now put the rear seat delete in the back. So, but we're gonna clean up first, and then we'll install that part. Using some all-purpose cleaner, kind of wipe down all the dusty areas, and then pretty much just to get in the grooves in here really good. Make sure everything's just nice and clean. This carpet piece goes all the way in, all the way down into the trunk. See here, it fits all the way into all the lining inside the trunk. And then also, I found a piece of wrap that my car used to be. I do miss this color. It was nice, but I would never have a wrapped vehicle again. You'll pull the bottom straps through the bottom bar, and these pieces here go right back into the factory slots. It's like the stock Camaro pieces. This plate right here, you want to bring it to the end and slide it in. And of course I loosened this piece just so it was easier for me to adjust while doing this, and it should pop right in just like the other side does. And then you'll tighten these pieces, of course, on how even or how you want them placed. Now that I am sitting back here like Spider-Man, we have the top piece that's going to go there, and then of course you're going to loop through these top pieces into this part. Out the metal bolt to get this onto the bracket. I'm not sure if it goes a certain way, but I prefer the bolts to just be facing upwards since there's more room this way and easier to see. So I only took out the middle bolt, and then these other pieces just Velcro on, so you don't have to try and loop the whole thing all the way across. And all the bolts on this are also a 10, and one of these little dudes just to touch up some of the places, just so you get them a little bit extra tight. Here is the finished seat. Of course, you can see all the carbon fiber railings, and then you have this nice mat that goes all the way into the trunk of the Camaro. I did rip this piece myself, so maybe just keep an eye on that when tucking it. But I think this came out great. I'm very satisfied, so big shout out to ForgedFinesse. This looks great. The ForgedFinesse is also custom, if I'm correct, so he will do different stitching colors here and then different colors on the back piece. He does keep the carbon railing. I don't know if he does different carpet. I'm pretty sure he only does black carpet, but I think this looks great. I'm very excited to get the car on and hear the sound difference. It is so much louder in here than it used to be. Okay, got the heater on because it's a little chilly outside. Yeah, it's a lot louder than here than it was before. Still feels like it sounds the same, but obviously it is louder because I don't have any freaking backseat anymore. But no complaints. I think it looks great. I'm very happy with how it came out. Finesse Forge did a good job. I have no complaints. It was very easy to do as well, so So if this is your daily driver, I would not recommend taking out your back seat. That's some crazy work. And this actually, I think, was more weight off than the other brand I was looking at. I can't remember what the other brand was, but I'm pretty sure this one was, I think it was like 19 pounds, but this one took off 21. Of course, it's a 2-pound difference, but thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the rear seat delete. I thank you to also ForgedFinesse for even giving me the idea. I think it looks great. It was a super easy install. I took more time actually taking out the original seats than putting in the rear seat delete. If you need a rear seat delete, you know who to reach out to. I will put up his Instagram so you guys can reach out to him. I do know he's over in Germany, if I'm correct, but he does hand make everything and you can do all the stitching, different colors and such. So I think that's a good advantage to adding a little bit of touch to your car. To end things off, here's some, of course, some beautiful videos of a sick ass Camaro. So bye guys. I ain't alive and I'm not there. I just want to feel a little okay. I'm so sorry for the things I did. They all just keep on smiling left
but I'm still here. When I get closer, they all just running from me. Step by step, I got tired.